A new legal calendar was ushered in by the judiciary today, 14 days after the start of 2019. As per tradition, the new year was rung in with all the pomp and circumstance that accompanies such a grand affair. At the foot of the Supreme Court, the sharply dressed rank and file of the Belize Police Department stood neatly formed rows, as they were carefully inspected by Chief Justice Kenneth Benjamin. The inspection, part of the official ceremony, succeeds an interfaith service at the Holy Redeemer Cathedral. Those formalities having been taken care of, the presiding judge of the Supreme Court addressed a gathering of judicial officers, including members of the Bar Association and the Attorney General's ministry. His presentation touched on the successes and failures of the legal system over the last 12 months.
For the fiscal year 2018-2019, which terminates at the end of March 2019, the sum of $10,061,754 has been allocated to the judiciary. This represents a percentage of 0.957 of the national budget, which is a decrease from the period 2017-2018.
With a much smaller allotment to manage its administrative affairs, the judiciary is faced with many challenges. Those include the timely settlement of cases that go before the High Court in civil and criminal matters.
In 2018, there were an aggregate of 818 civil claims, inclusive of petitions for bail filed. In the criminal division, with a full complement of judges to serve the criminal division, supplemented by 2 additional justices devoted to backlog cases, the results were extremely encouraging. In January 2018, Madam Justice Williams inherited a dormant list of 131 cases formerly before retired Justice Gonzalez. Over the year, an additional 24 cases were added. Approximately 40 of the older cases from the original list were reassigned to Mr. Justice Colin Williams. And as of November 15, 2018, with both Justice Williamses sitting in Belize City, they have disposed of a total of 62 cases respectively.
Those numbers are whittling down persistently. However, crime and violence remain a crippling social issue that weigh heavily on the criminal justice system. Senior Counsel Wilfred Elrington, who has held the post of Chief Legal Officer, deputized for Attorney General Michael Peyrefitte.
I must start by addressing this grave situation in our country, the crime situation. I must say from the outset that my ministry will do all in its power to assist with the fight against crime. And we call on the judiciary and the Bar Association to partner with us in similar vein. I further go out on a limb to call on the social bodies, churches, and citizens to assist with our combating crime endeavors. We need you. The spillage of the blood of young Belizean youth must stop.
While former Attorney General Elrington stood in for the sitting AG, what are his views on the present state of affairs in the court system?
I was exceedingly pleased to see that, or to hear and see that we have about 12 judges on the Supreme Court. That's a lot of judges to my mind for a population of under 500,000. So in terms of the quantum of senior Supreme Court judges that we have, it's exceedingly commendable. And also too, I noticed that steps are being taken to make our system more equitable, especially dealing with people who are serving sentences of death. I'm also very pleased with the report by the president of the bar. She seemed to be very active and getting the support of certainly of the younger people, if not the older people, in actually doing something for the Belizean population, actually giving back.
President of the Bar Association of Belize, Sherilyn Vidal, also the Director of Public Prosecutions, spoke on the mandate of the legal fraternity in contributing to the development of the country.
The present executive was elected on the 21st of February 2018, and one of its first acts in office was to develop an action plan based on its mandate as set out in the Legal Profession Act and its constitution and based on an evaluation of the association done by its membership that was both honest and brutal. The executive highlighted three main areas that it should focus on: continuing legal education of its members and being at the forefront of addressing matters of concern to the profession, providing legal representation in a manner that promotes the interests of justice, and doing its part to protect the civil liberties of the citizenry.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.